Hey guys, Jonah here, back with a beer review, and we're back over to America. Another one in the IPA series. This one is the Brooklyn Scorcher IPA, it's called. It's how do we know it's American? It's in a 355ml bottle, although that's just descriptive, and I picked this up in a UK supermarket. I can't remember exactly which one it was, but it was one of the cheaper supermarkets. Brooklyn brand, 4.5% on the ABV. So is this one of the fabled session IPAs, which is a kind of misnomer really, because if it's sessionable, then surely it's just a hoppy pale ale instead of session IPA. But hey, what do I know about styles and all that kind of stuff? The look of the bottle is typical Brooklyn brand. The only real difference is the colour. This is the yellow one. Got a B on here, another Brooklyn brand. Guess what we got on here? We got, oh, wrong way, there we go. Another B. Really slick. I quite like that. We got a little neck chief which gives some info about the beer, saying Brooklyn Scorcher is surprisingly sessionable IPA. Hey, got that one right then. Floral piney hop aroma, followed by a burst of mouth-watering bitterness. So telling me quite bitter. Hint of malt, light, lively finish. Ludicrously tasty, and because it's 4%, you can come back for more. If it's sessionable, why not put it in a bigger bottle? Huh? Hey, just my thoughts. Anyway, I got this a while ago, so I'm hoping it doesn't explode. You might have heard some hissing because I tried to degas it. Not getting too much from the bottle, which, as I say, is quite nice. Let's get this bad boy into a glass. I'm going to go for quite an aggressive pour. Yeah, there we go. Get some floral things going. Wow, look at the carbonation to start with. This is a non-nucleated glass. Just look at that bad boy rushing around. Head-wise, we're getting up for a finger and a half, maybe, yeah, getting up towards 2 fingers head. And let me tell you, I can see the camera through there. Can you see me through all those bubbles? That is very, very crystal clear. Look at those bubbles as well, fine white bubbles. Looks a bit like a Guinness kind of head, looks really nice, even though it's really pale. Ooh, interesting. I'm getting a touch of that kind of floral thing. Some, you know, when you're looking at hop characteristics and they say floral, definitely getting that. And I'm getting a little bit of citrus, maybe a tiny bit of lemon, maybe orange peel, that kind of thing. But I'm having to search for it. It does not smell really, really hoppy, which is unusual for an American ale. And I looked up on the site, and we have, in this bad boy, we've got a hop called Bravo hop, which is quite a good bittering hop, apparently. It goes superbly high in alpha acids, up to about 18%, which I think is fantastic. And then we've got some, well, we've got some normal American IPAs. So we've got some Amarillo, we've got some Cascade and Simcoe, I think. So it's not a triple C, but it's definitely an American style. Bravo is American hop as well. Wow, look at that. Just one cornetto. I'm going to go through the head. I might get some on my tash. So I haven't grown old and got some white in my tash. Not yet, anyway. Cheers and beers, guys. Let's get some of this into the old taste buds. Oh wow! I'm getting pine up front. Getting quite a hot bitterness, pine resinous kind of thing going on. Then I'm getting, ooh. Yeah, so that must be the Simcoe. Simcoe's got that piney kind of thing going on with it. But then I'm getting fruit, but it's kind of, it's like a grapefruit. I was expecting to get that marmalade-y kind of thing, which is synonymous with Amarillo, and I always try and think of marmalade kind of taste. I'm not getting that. I'm getting more of a citrusy, grapefruity kind of thing going on there, which might be from the Cascade now that I'm thinking about it. Very nice. Apparently you get a little bit of orangeness from the Bravo hop as well. Although, as I say, I'm not very familiar with Bravo. Magnum, yes, and a lot of people use Magnum and Cascade, you know, for their kind of getting their hops, getting their IPAs really bitter. And this one is quite bitter, but it's not one of those ones that makes your mouth kind of, ooh, you know, it's not one of those. It's all about the pininess from the Simcoe, which is weird on the flavour. Yeah, pine, then you get that real hoppy kind of thing going on. And then I'm definitely getting the grapefruit. But alas, I was expecting some orange. Getting a bit of sweetness from the malt, of which, my God, I've almost finished the whole lot already. Very pale. It's two-row predominantly. There are a couple of other malts in there for taste. I think I saw a malt that I'd never heard of as well. So if you want to go onto the Brooklyn site, because they're really cool. They tell you exactly what's in each of their beers. So you can kind of, if you want to try and do a home brew of this beer, you can kind of build up what's going on. Yeah, this is fine. Is it a proper IPA? I'd say yes, it is. Even though it's only 4.5% on the ABV, the bitterness is right up there. The only thing I would say, maybe go for some more up the late edition hops to get that aroma. Because this is all about, it's very heavily weighted towards the bitterness. And it's not surprising if it's like getting up for 20% on the Bravo, which I'm assuming is the bittering hop. And I think that's quite fair. Although you could use a bit of the Cascade as well. Wow. Ooh, very carbonated, but I think this is quite a nice beer. If you can get it cheap enough, and I've seen these in the local supermarket, so you know there will be deals on these beers at some point. Unless you just want to get the lager, the Brooklyn lager, look out for the yellow labelled one. Brooklyn lager's usually the green label one. Look out for the yellow label one and see what you make of this. You can also get this in cans, I believe, but I like things coming out of a bottle, so you know, bottle over can most of the time, I say, unless it's something that might get superbly affected by the light. Anyway, guys, cheers and beers. This has been the Scorcher IPA, which I've kind of liked a little bit more than I thought I would. Am I converted totally over to IPAs yet? No. I prefer a bit of maltage in my beer. However, this one is quite a good example of the style. Is it anything superb? Not really. There's not a huge amount going on. I'm talking to the brewery now. If Brooklyn had put some mid-level boil hops in and then really hopped it, like properly up the hops, I think this could be a really fantastic IPA. As it is, really hoppy up front, really piney, really resinous, not too much on the nose, and you haven't kind of got that balance which some of the really, really top IPAs, or at least in my opinion, they have that kind of balance with the sweetness. This one's another one that's all about the hops. Anyway, guys, click like and subscribe down below if you like this video, and you won't miss any more beer reviews. And we'll see you next time for more beer reviews and more of Unclejona. Cheers and beers. Oh, that's a hoppy bad boy.